As parents, we always want the best for our children. We fill their schedules with activities, soccer practice, ballet lessons, tutoring, believing that giving them every opportunity will set them up for success. But somewhere along the way, we can lose sight of what really matters. In today's hyper-connected world, we face constant pressure to do more, be more, and give more. Social media amplifies these expectations as we see other parents' curated versions of success, perfect families living perfect lives. But behind the scenes, we're all caught in the same cycle, trying to keep up. The journey often begins innocently, signing up for a single soccer class or enrolling in music lessons. But soon, the schedule grows. Weekends become filled with tournaments and practices, and parents find themselves constantly on the move. While we think we're giving our children every opportunity to succeed, we often overlook the cost. Family dinners become rushed, conversations are replaced with car rides, and moments of connection are lost to a never-ending list of to-dos. The family trap isn't just about the busyness, it's about what we sacrifice along the way. With everyone's schedules jam-packed, the simple joys of life, like sitting down for a homemade meal, sharing stories about the day, or even just taking a moment to breathe, get sidelined. The more we try to do, the less time we have for what truly matters: connection, presence, and the bond that holds families together. Meanwhile, our children are feeling the strain too. The endless cycle of activities can leave them exhausted, anxious, and burned out. Studies show that kids need free time, not just structured activities to explore, to imagine, and to grow. But are we giving them that space? Welcome to the family trap. In today's fast-paced world, many parents find themselves in a race they never intended to join. A race to keep their children constantly engaged. From soccer practice to music lessons, tennis matches, and weekend tournaments, the schedule never seems to end. This is the modern reality of parenting, where being busy has become synonymous with being a good parent. But is this constant hustle pulling families closer, or is it creating a silent trap that leaves us disconnected? This film dives deep into how these pressures can affect family dynamics, strain relationships, and overwhelm single parents who often carry the full weight of these responsibilities alone. For single parents, the demands can be even more intense, with little room for self-care or rest. We provide practical strategies for managing these challenges, balancing your child's schedule with your own needs and finding moments to reconnect with yourself and your child amidst the chaos. Drawing on personal experience, I share how I, like many other parents, navigated these challenges as a soccer mom. With a journalism background and countless hours spent researching and interviewing on this subject, the film offers insights, personal stories, and expert advice on how both couples and single parents can reclaim their time, reconnect with their children, and avoid the pitfalls of the parent trap. Over the last few decades, parenting has undergone a cultural shift. Gone are the days when kids played freely in the backyard or spent lazy afternoons at home. Now, it's all about productivity, keeping our children engaged in as many structured activities as possible. It's almost become a badge of honor to be busy. But what is the true cost of this busyness? There's a growing pressure on parents to fill their children's schedules, believing that more activities will lead to greater success. But what we're seeing is the opposite. Overscheduled children can become anxious, stressed, and disconnected from themselves and their families. As parents, we've convinced ourselves that the more we give, the better off our children will be. But in the race to provide them with every opportunity, we often lose sight of what really matters. So what is the parent trap? It's the belief that we need to constantly keep our children busy. It's the cycle of dropping them off at school, only to pick them up and rush them to their next activity. It's the weekends lost to games, matches, and recitals. It's the anxiety of feeling like there's never enough time. I remember the exhaustion, the long drives, the constant feeling of being on the go. I didn't have time to sit down for a quiet meal or ask my son about his day. My life, like many parents, was consumed by my child's schedule. And in the process, we were losing the one thing that truly mattered: connection. The consequences of the parent trap aren't immediately visible. In fact, they can take years to emerge. As children grow older, parents may notice a distance forming. That's because constant busyness leaves little room for genuine conversation, bonding, or moments of presence. Children don't just need activities, they need time with their parents. They need to feel seen, heard, and valued for who they are, not just for what they accomplish. Children thrive on connection. While activities can be beneficial, they're no substitute for the emotional security that comes from spending quality time with parents. When children feel disconnected, it can lead to behavioral issues, anxiety, and even depression as they grow older. So, how do we break free from the parent trap? It starts with recognizing that our children don't need endless activities to thrive. They need us. They need unstructured time, moments of stillness, and opportunities to simply be. Family dinners, weekend walks, and quiet evenings at home are just as important, if not more, than soccer practice or piano lessons. Parents need to set boundaries around their time. It's okay to say no to some activities. It's okay to prioritize family time over yet another game or class. In fact, it's crucial. Children learn about balance from watching their parents, and if we model constant busyness, they'll grow up believing that rest and connection aren't important. Breaking free from the trap requires conscious effort, but it's possible. Start by evaluating your family's schedule. Ask yourself, are we spending enough time together? Are we making space for conversation, for rest, for laughter? One of my interviewees shared, we decided to limit our kids to just 1 or 2 activities each. It wasn't easy at first, but the change has been remarkable. Now, we sit down together for dinner, we talk, we laugh, and I truly feel like our family is more connected than ever. A child psychologist offered this professional insight. The benefits of slowing down aren't just short-term, they can last a lifetime. Children raised in homes where connection is a priority tend to grow up feeling more secure, confident, and emotionally healthy. As parents, we won't look back and remember the endless car rides or packed schedules, but rather the meaningful moments we spent together as a family. It's not just the children who are affected. Marriages and partnerships can suffer too. When the entire focus of a relationship becomes about the kids, there's little time left for intimacy, communication, or shared moments. Couples often find themselves living parallel lives, caught in the logistics of parenting. A psychologist offered this professional insight. The constant demands of the parent trap can create cracks in a relationship that are easy to overlook until they become too wide to ignore. Many couples find themselves feeling more like business partners than life partners, managing the household and their children's schedules with military precision, but losing the sense of companionship they once had. This shift can lead to feelings of loneliness, frustration, and resentment. One or both partners may feel neglected, as the emotional energy that was once reserved for each other is now poured entirely into the children. The trap can lead to a cycle where the couple is too exhausted to work on their relationship, further deepening the distance between them. Many couples don't realize how much they've drifted apart until their children grow up and leave home. Without the shared focus of parenting, they find themselves struggling to reconnect. This is one of the most common reasons for divorce in the empty nest phase. People realize they've lost touch with their partner. So, how can couples navigate these challenges in a smart and intentional way? It begins with acknowledging that the relationship requires just as much care and attention as raising children does. To break free from this trap, here are some practical steps shared by professional family counselors. 1. Prioritize date nights alone. Set a regular time for just the two of you. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Sometimes the simplest moments are the most meaningful. A walk, a quiet dinner at home, or even just an hour of uninterrupted conversation can make a world of difference. 2. Balance family outings and couple time. It's okay to bring the kids along sometimes, but balance is key. Make sure there's a healthy mix of family time and couple time, so that both your relationship with your children and your partner get the attention they need. 3. Communicate honestly and openly. Don't let logistical conversations be the only form of communication. Make time to check in with each other about how you're feeling, how your relationship is doing, and what you both need to feel supported and connected. 4. Reinvest in your shared interests. Rediscover the hobbies, interests, and passions that brought you together in the first place. Whether it's cooking, traveling, or just watching your favorite TV show together, these shared moments build the emotional glue that holds relationships together. 5. Don't wait until it's too late. Many couples wait until the kids have grown and moved out to realize how disconnected they've become. Don't wait until the empty nest phase to reconnect. Start now. Small, consistent efforts over time will prevent the relationship from eroding. Looking back on my own experience, I wish I had known how important it was to make time for both my son and my marriage. The parent trap can consume you if you let it. But with a little awareness and effort, it's possible to break free and reclaim not only your relationship with your children, but also with each other. Because in the end, that's what truly holds a family together. The essence of who we are as a family can get lost when we're always on the go. Those simple, everyday moments, dinners together, playing games, having real conversations, are where we build the bonds that last. But in our rush to do more, we often miss out on those precious moments. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the family trap. We hope this documentary has inspired you to reflect on the balance in your own family life and find new ways to cherish the time you have together. Remember, it's not about how much we do, but how deeply we connect. If you found this documentary meaningful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights and stories about life and family. Your support helps us continue to bring these important conversations to light. Together, we can make a difference in how we experience and enjoy family life. Until next time, take care and cherish each moment.